Hey, what's up guys? I literally just got back from Japan. I am so jet lagged, but today I'm gonna show you what I took in my camera bag to Japan. Let's do it. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today I'm gonna be unpacking my camera bag. I literally just got back from Japan, but I'm super jet lagged. But before I unpack everything, I'm gonna show you guys what's in here. I'm gonna kind of explain how I used it. I'm gonna show you guys some of the photos and videos that I took. If that sounds good to you guys, let's get started and show you the backpack itself. So to get started guys, the backpack that I use is a backpack from Crumpler. It's I think the actual name of the backpack is the, let me see, it's the Dry Red number 5. I've had this for maybe 8 years. It is not a camera backpack, so it is literally a normal backpack, and let me show you some details. So the main reason I decided to use a normal backpack rather than a camera backpack was because on this trip I decided to really wanted to pack light, so I didn't need a whole lot of gear. I actually really love this backpack. I've had it for maybe 8 years and it still looks really good. So the backpack actually has like 3 compartments. It has like a smaller compartment up the front here, and to dive in, I usually store my business cards in here. So got my business cards, I got a lens pen, a light, and some pens. Down here is usually just wet wipes and sanitizing wipes. Nothing really out of the ordinary, I guess. And I got a bunch of toothbrushes. That was the first compartment. The second compartment is a laptop compartment. On this trip I decided to take a MacBook Pro. This is the 15-inch with the touch bar. It's kind of my go-to laptop right now. Performed great. The only bad thing is it's all USB-C, so on this trip I had to take a bunch of dongles. Plus it doesn't have a SD card reader, so I had to take a SD card reader. So on this trip I didn't actually use the laptop that much. I used it purely to back up my images at nighttime. I didn't really use it to surf the internet or whatever. So in the future I'm thinking about leaving the laptop at home and just taking my mobile phone and trying to figure out a backup method using my mobile phone, or get one of those portable hard drives that have the SD card in it or like a memory card reader in it. That way I can back directly into a hard drive. But for now, I did bring it to Japan. I didn't use it that much. I used it purely to back up images. Okay, so going back to my backpack, let's see what else is inside. So that's the 2 compartments. Let's dive into the main compartment and let's get into the gear. The main compartment, it's a pretty big open area. I usually keep all my stuff in little pouches. So in the first pouch that's sitting up the front here, this has my Canon charger, my memory card reader, my backup drive, a pair of headphones, and another battery charger. This is literally my power pouch slash memory card pouch. And I got a little surprise with something else that I have in here that I kind of love using now. So I've got my GoPro batteries, I've got my Canon batteries, I've got my memory card pouch here. Inside, this is pretty much how I had it configured. So all the memory cards that are face down are full with all photos and videos. And then this one's actually empty, so I didn't actually fill up all my cards. And then I got a bunch of micro SDs. These are kind of my backup memory cards in case my actual SDs are full, plus I can use them in my second camera as well. And that's worked pretty well. I've got pretty much enough storage here. There's probably about 700-800 gigabytes of storage here, which is actually a lot and plenty of memory. And then last but not least in this pouch is a LED light. This thing is so portable. It charges via micro USB. Check this out guys. Look how bright that is. Here, let me change this. So this is me without the light on, but let's check this out. Huh? Looking good, huh? No light? Light. Just adds that little bit of feel light, so when you're going out and doing some product photography, or you know, just doing some photography of your food, this thing I think works incredibly well. Yeah, I like it. Ding, a bit too bright, but maybe like here. See? Okay guys, getting back into it. Next in my bag is, this is my cable pouch. Has all my charging cables in here. Nothing special, just has all of my cables, you know, my iPhone, my Apple Watch. I got USB, micro USB, USB-C, got a few adapters so I can plug it into my MacBook, and then the wall chargers. So all my power needs are in here to charge whatever I need to charge up. Now you see that, but I use a black rapid strap, so whenever I'm walking around taking photos, the black rapid strap is usually connected to my camera, and this is slinged to the side. I've been using this for maybe 8 to 10 years and still kicking strong, and I love black rapid. I haven't really used any other straps, so I can't really say if there's better straps out there, but black rapid has worked incredibly well for me. It's comfortable, and I just love how versatile it is. Moving on to my GoPro, the GoPro Hero 7 Black. So on this Japan trip, I didn't actually do a lot of swimming. I didn't do a lot of like extreme sports or anything. So the GoPro didn't actually come out that often. I did take it out a few times to get some wide angle videos, just some B-roll, and take a few photos. Actually, I don't even think I took photos. I think I literally just took it out a few times to do some wide angle videos. So moving forward, this guy may not have a place in my backpack. I'm gonna be sad. I love this guy. We'll see. It'll probably come with me on Pacific trips. Let's say I'm gonna go to Australia and I'm planning on doing a lot of snorkeling or diving or whatever water stuff. This guy's gonna come with me. If I'm just going to like Japan or Taiwan or even China, I'm thinking I'm gonna leave this guy at home on future trips, guys. So didn't come out as much as I thought it would, but you know, in the future it might make a return. Okay, so moving on to the camera bag. So since this is not a camera backpack, I've got a camera pouch. The pouch actually comes from Crumpler, so the same guys that make the backpack actually makes pouches. The camera of choice for Japan was the Canon EOS R. This is kind of my go-to camera right now. I love the form factor, I love the size, I love the image quality. It takes awesome B-roll. The lens of choice right now is the 24-105. I use this pretty much probably about 80 to 90% of the time. Takes amazing photos, it does amazing video. It's just really versatile. I prefer it over the 28 to 70. It's got a little bit more reach, plus it has IS, and that's probably the main reason why I prefer this over some of the other Canon lenses. So along with the 24-105, I did take the 35 f1.8. This lens was really good. I love the fact that it does macro. I love the fact that it's f1.8 and it's got IS on it. It's small, it's compact, and be able to fit both two lenses in this little bag, this pouch, and the body. I mean, it just works out really well. This lens here, I used it a lot at nighttime, so this was my go-to lens to take out at night. The 24-105 was my daytime lens, and that is that. So on this trip, the EOS R, man, the EOS R, I love this camera. It's so compact, it fits nicely in your hands. Look, you can do the one finger hold when I'm walking around, one finger like that, just have it lean to the side of my body. This lens does really well. I took it pretty much everywhere, right? I had it on almost all the time. The only time I didn't use this lens was probably at nighttime or in some dark situations. But most of the time this camera stayed in my hands on the side of me, and it's just really small and compact, and that's one of the main reasons why I like it. So the Canon RF35 f1.8, I think this is a really good lens for traveling. It's not too tight. Like the 50-1.8 is really tight. Plus this is I think this is the most affordable RF lens at the moment. And being such a compact size, I mean the actual converter is actually probably like half the size of it. So if you don't want to carry on a converter and another lens, having the 85 f1.8, I feel like it's a really good option if you're in the RF mount system. Plus, I always really suggest when you travel to travel with at least an f1.8 lens. So when you go out at night to night markets or do some night photography, you have that option to drop it down and shoot at f1.8. Plus, having the capabilities of doing a macro. It doesn't get as close to 1:1. I think it's about 1:6 or 1:7. Don't quote me on that. So like when I go out and take photos of like food, of like the sushi, of the ramen that I ate, it did a really good job at getting the details. It was sharp, and I just love this lens for that. It's really compact. It's not an L glass lens, so be careful that it doesn't have the rubber ring. So when you're going to like countries that are humid, maybe like Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore, and it rains a lot, like in the afternoons and stuff, you may want to switch to your other lens, the 24-105, which is weather sealed, and probably give you that little bit of extra protection. But apart from that, man, this lens did a really good job. I think the two lens setup, the 24-105 and the 35 prime here, I think this is going to be my go-to setup for a couple of my future trips that I'm planning. That's just a quick look into my camera backpack. If you like that video, smash the subscribe button. If you want to see more, hit the bell icon. I don't know, do what you like. And until next time, guys, go out, create, and enjoy yourself, guys. See ya. Japan.